Okay, y'all. So this is like my fifth time doing this video. So I'm like dedicated to getting it right this time. Okay. I hope you all have been having an amazing year so far. I'm excited to be here. This is actually my first cinematic video on my iPhone. I'm so excited to present this to y'all. It's a lot clearer, as y'all can tell, besides me using the crappy old Android phone, which it got the job done, but here we are now. I just want to share some things with you guys about how I stay motivated. Just little tips that you guys can you can use, or you can rewrite and erase and come up with your own. It's been a good year for me so far. I finally got my YouTube room done. When I'm done doing this video, maybe I'll do some, maybe not today, but I will in time do some pictures, and I'll show you guys from start to finish how I did my new YouTube room. But for right now, I want to get straight into like what I wanted to let you guys know. So, throughout the year, you set goals and accomplishments, and we don't always get them accomplished because of how can I put it? Sometimes I just call it life issues, the problems of life. But these are things that I personally do for myself, whether, like I said, day to day, or whether it's like putting these things forth as far as like goals that I want to get accomplished. Just anything really. It just helps me get through life in general. Honestly, these are like some of my life hacks, and so things that I do to keep myself motivated. First and foremost, let me grab my chair because I feel like I need to sit down. Yo, I am loving this video. It is so dope. Like, it is so dope. And I want to make sure I got the right angle. I feel like I'm too far. But this camera is dope. It gets like close up and personal. Okay, so sometimes, like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty much like a straightforward person. Yeah, I can honestly say that. But I do have my bad days, and when I say bad days, sometimes I have days where it's just like blah, and I'm like the Scrooge. And one thing that I do to pretty much get myself through those days or those moments, I pretty much pep talk myself. And I can look myself in the mirror and I could be like, all right, Ty, I know you're not feeling the best today, but we're gonna put on a smile, we're gonna put our best foot forward, and we're gonna make the best out of the day. And 9 times out of 10, just having that mind state or that pep talk with myself gets me through those days or those moments in time. And then, we also have moments where, we just feel like our life is horrible. We feel like things aren't going right, or things aren't just going how we want them to go in general. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, what helps me get through those moments, I self-reflect. And I like kind of take a couple steps back in the past, and I like reflect on times or moments where I also thought my life was like rough, or I thought my life was bad, but I end up somehow getting through it. So it gives me like the silver lining to continue to push forward now in the present, and helps me just realize, like, it's not the end of the world, like, regardless of how I feel at that time. Also, I never compete with anyone because I just feel like, people accomplish things at different times than others, so it's never good to compete with anyone. I feel like I have like this competition against myself, where it's like I have this goal or whatever I want to like accomplish, and I'm like, I'm betting on myself to get it done or to get myself across the finish line. But never compete with anyone, because I just feel like competing with people, like, it just sets the bar. I don't know, it's kind of like you just set yourself up for failure, because you never know how ahead the next person is, really. Like I said before, we all accomplish things at different times, so it's never good to compete. Next, I would say clap for others. I love clapping for everyone, even when I feel like it's not my time, or even when I feel like it should be my time, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, person over here, might have done something that, I've been trying to get accomplished, or that's been an idea of mine for maybe years, and they might just get the idea one day and then they just get up and go and they accomplish everything that they want to do, and I'm just over here like, oh, so, but it's always good to clap for people, even in your trials, it's not going to be terrible forever. Bad days don't last forever. I will also say remain humble. Me remaining humble got me to a lot of places. It got me a lot of blessings too also. Just remaining humble. Taking my progress one day at a time. No matter what it is, we all have things that we want to work on, and sometimes we feel like we're not accomplishing them in a certain time frame, but literally just taking it one day at a time, just getting up each day and just realizing that, hey, I have a chance today to do this better than I did it yesterday, like that sort of a thing. Positive thoughts. It is so important to have positive thoughts, and I feel like your thoughts pretty much paint your reality. And 9 times out of 10, I'm a positive, happy-go-lucky person, so I try to be positive 99.9% of the time, and I do have my days where it's not always 99.9, but for the most part, I feel like I'm that 99.9% person when it comes to just being happy. But yeah, pretty much having positive thoughts, getting yourself through the day, or getting yourself through whatever it is. If it's something you're trying to accomplish, if it's a business you're trying to start, whatever it is, just remaining positive and also staying around positive mindsets also, other people who are, on the same, thinking level and mindset as you are, that's also important because you are the company that you keep when it comes to that. Also, my biggest thing that I love to do when I feel so consumed, and then living in today's society, where social media is so popping and you have all these different social sites, and, and social media can paint a whole nother reality, that's not necessarily true. Some things are true and some things just aren't true, and I think it's real important, to detox from those things. If you feel like, they are consuming you, or they are making you feel like, something that you're trying to do, you're not doing it at the right time or within a time frame that society says or think you should do it in. In those instances, I feel like you should maybe take a break, or at least I take a break. I don't make a public service announcement. I mean, you're the CEO of your life. You don't have to make a public service announcement about every little thing that you do, but it's just more on a personal level with me. So, when those things happen, I detox from social media, and in a big way, that's like a regrounding moment for myself, because, I sit in solitude and I think to myself what do I really want to do? Or what are things that I feel like I could work on, and what are some new things that I feel like I can take off and do, so, and sitting in solitude and those times and moments give me, more of a clear mind, and helps me to think clear for myself and not necessarily what society or social media tells me I should be doing or thinking or saying. So these are some things that I do to keep myself motivated, and I hope it could be a blessing to you. And like I said, you don't have to use it. If you use some of the things that I use, then kudos. If not, kudos too. I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace, love, and light, and I'm out.